Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in to another podcast of Local Legends. Today I'm joined by Rak from Raks Plumbing. Thanks for joining us.
No worries, Josh, anytime.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about you and a bit about what you're about?
Mate, born and bred in Thornlea. Started the business 9 years ago, straight out of my apprenticeship. We've been going for 9 years, and mate, I love the business and I love the industry and the plumbing, and we're all about giving the best customer service to our community and also training the young guys coming out of our schools.
Yeah,
especially the ones that I went to as well.
Yeah, nice. So you've got a lot of kids coming out of school that are looking into joining your firm, is that right?
A lot of guys, they don't want to go to uni or they don't want to do what their parents want them to do. At least Australia offers a great trade experience and opportunity for them, and if we can give it to them, I'm more than happy to educate them.
Yeah, good stuff. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your team, how many cars you got on the road, what areas you service, all that sort of stuff?
We got 5 vehicles on the road, mainly based on the North Shore, between here and the city via Pacific Highway. It's our best and worst friend. Probably our worst friend on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
But we look after everyone, big and small, commercial, domestic. We specialise in strata. But mate, whatever plumbing services people need, we're there for them.
Yeah, of course. So what do you actually offer? I mean, like I know some plumbers will do, cleaning out drains or maybe inspections and all that stuff. What do you
I was pretty lucky. Through my apprenticeship, my bosses, they taught me everything. So I do everything from, hot water to your general maintenance, to your guttering, to your drainage, from start to finish.
Yeah.
A lot of guys will only just do gas or just do roofing or just do guttering. Yeah. So that's why I try to, teach my guys as much as I can as well.
Yeah, okay. So tell us about the business. Where did it all start? How long ago did it start? How did it take place?
Yeah, well, mate, I kind of wanted to get out as quick as I possibly could. You can only make so much working for someone, and I don't know, I was doing so much private jobs on my own. It was taking up a lot of my time. I had enough to fill up a 40-hour week. So I decided to, bite the bullet and give it a go at 21.
Wow,
and 10 years later, we're still running.
Yeah. So it's a big punt going out.
Big
21.
risk, 100%. Trust me, it hasn't been an easy ride either. I've been knocked down several times, but I think just the passion for the industry and the business keeps you in the hustle every day. You never give up, keep your head up, as you know.
Yeah.
You got your good days, your bad days. Some days we make money, a lot of days we lose money. But you just got to keep moving forward.
Yeah, of course.
And I still love it now. I'm still the first one in the trench, last one out.
Yeah, love that. Yeah. So talk to us about lessons learned. Opening up the business at 21. A lot of people at that age, they're still partying, still going out, making all that happen. Not saying that you stop that, because you still do a little bit of that.
You got to find the balance. Don't get me wrong. I probably didn't have much of a life for the first 2 years. I was doing 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. But you got to put in the hard yards to set that foundation. You don't just get a business, my size from just cruising. Just your 7 till 2, like a lot of other people.
Yeah.
And then now I'm starting to get a bit of that freedom back. Now that I've got a bit of a team behind me, a great team behind me, which I'm very thankful for. But mate, it's been a roller coaster journey.
Yeah. Lessons learned? Anyone thinking of opening up their own business? I mean, whether it be a plumbing business or not?
Just obviously make sure that you're prepared financially first as well. Make sure you've got a clientele basis behind you, and mate, it's a bit of old school. Be prepared for some hard work.
Yeah.
You got to put in the hard yards to get somewhere, especially in the industry these days. It's very competitive.
Yeah.
Plumbing's actually the most competitive on Google at the moment, and advertising, it's very hard for us. So that's why, touch wood, I'm very lucky my business is based by word of mouth and reputation.
Yeah. And how have you built that? I see a lot of the stuff that you do online, and you've done some work for us, and it looks like you haven't even been to some of the jobs. That's how clean things get left.
It's a simple stuff, to be honest, and that's another thing. I also give advice to a lot of plumbers and people starting their business. I said, just do the right thing by people. Word of mouth. You do the right thing by one person. Out of every one customer, you should be able to getting another 2.
Okay.
Out of word of mouth, I put 3 trucks on within 3 years with no advertising. We didn't advertise actually at all for about 6 years.
Wow.
And that's how I built my business up. The only reason we did start advertising was just to keep the momentum and, to keep my boys fed.
Yeah, of course.
To keep them on board, just so we could keep training them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. And I noticed you do a lot of the after hours emergency service. I see a lot of this.
The wife doesn't like that.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, and to be honest, as painful as it is, sometimes it's a lot of satisfaction, from getting that frantic phone call from your client, with either sewage overflowing or they've got no water, they've got kids, etc. And you go out there and you're kind of the hero, you know.
Yeah.
Even though you might be covered in not the most pleasant stuff, you know, seeing that big smile on their face and just the appreciation from them as well, you know, to be able to give them hot water back or to get their drains flowing or just giving them back water in return. And as you said, you know, leaving the site clean, you know, especially if it's a sewer job, you know, we've got disinfectants and all cleaning products and stuff in the truck. So every job we go to, big or small, we make sure it's cleaner than what it is before we arrive. Yeah,
okay. So Rak goes back to day one, opening up the business. What would you tell yourself back then, knowing what you know now?
I don't know. I don't have too many regrets, you know. It's kind of, you learn as you go, you know, and it's actually a hard one. What would I do? I don't know what I'd do differently, to be honest.
Well, it's probably a good sign. It means that you
actually, you know what? I don't try and build a house on the side. That was probably my only setback, you know, juggling that, you know, with the family. But at least I've got something to show for now. You know, now I'm just focusing back on the business.
That's right, and it's a beautiful house at that. You've done an amazing job with it. And so you got married recently as well.
Got married in April.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
How was that?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. That was another operation as well. So I've had a few.
Your wife's watching this.
Yeah, thanks. I had a few obstacles and, you know, a lot of things to juggle with the business. So, you know, that's why I'm so lucky I did put in, you know, the hard yards from day one. So when these obstacle comes or not, I wouldn't say obstacles, just, you know, other big commitments that we've got to make in life, like building a house, you know, at least I've set a foundation so the business can run by itself while I can, you know, look after things like that. Yeah. And the operation of the wedding too, because that was a 3-month heavy duty planning one.
Yeah, it definitely is. Wait till you have kids, it gets even more.
Yeah, I've heard. That's why I'm happy to wait.
There you go.
I've got my nieces and I can give them back.
Yeah, they're cute at that. I've seen them online, so congratulations on that as well. So tell me, what's next for the business? What's the next, 1, 2, 5 year plan?
Mate, I'm pretty happy with the size of the business. I'm not about, too money orientated or growing too big or massive or anything like that. We just want to serve the community. We're looking to start a few more training programs for apprentices,
nice.
Just so give them a bit more than what TAFE is offering.
And would someone need to be employed by your business to take on that training, or are you going to have it external as well?
Yeah, no, they'll probably just keep it in-house, and that's where, as I said, I'm lucky I was trained very well, and that's where when we see potential in kids out there that haven't had the best training, that gives us a lot of satisfaction too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of unpaid hours from me, but my aim is for whenever an employee leaves us, they're confident, in going into any job, that they walk into, or if they move on from us to start their business, they're confident in starting. And then I still keep in touch with, several of them. Several of them were actually at my wedding too, where we all left on very good terms. And I'm happy to see them all successful. Yeah,
it's impressive because typically people will leave a business on bad terms in most cases, and you won't go and talk to that person, but it seems like you got a good demeanour about you and you just want to try and make people better.
I'm all about the work culture. And as you know, it's not, money's not everything. You got to be happy with your work. And if everyone's happy, you go home happy. Yeah. Happy wife, happy life.
That's exactly right. The boss in the house.
That's it.
Yeah, experiencing that myself. So Mary, we've got a couple of questions from some people that have been messaging us. What have we got?
Gaz asks, what sets you apart from other plumbers?
I do pride ourselves on cleanliness. I see a few sites that other plumbers leave their just the mess and everything on the ground, and even after big projects, we go back and pressure clean every job. We go above and beyond on the cleaning, and not just that, probably just our personalised service. Everyone knows me as Rak or my plumbers as their first name. We're not just the plumber. They can actually go, I want Rak, or I want Lachlan, or I want Peter. They're an actual person. They're not a number.
Yeah, and that's probably come, I'd imagine, from yourself putting your team out in front of you. I mean, essentially, that's going to allow you to grow your business bigger than what it is just being you, so you don't have to always be
and it was hard, when I first did put on employees, because everyone's always wanted me, So I'd have to, ensure them that, my guys whoever's on the field is representing my business. They'll be delivering the exact same service. And mate, if you go on the Google reviews, you'll see all their names on there. They've all done a good job, good service, good price. And what else can someone ask for?
Yeah, I love that. What else we got?
Do you have any stories of customers that you've really helped out and done right by?
Yeah, I mean, we've had one, all of them. No, we had one literally just last week, and it's put us out big time. You know, their sewer, and it's actually for a block of units. The sewer had collapsed, and we were out there at about 11 o'clock at night. We set up, you know, temporary system and everything like that, and we've just gone above and beyond to get the whole thing dug up within a week. You know, and normally we need 2 weeks to plan something like that, but yeah, I love those jobs. We just make things happen.
Yeah,
It keeps me on my toes.
yeah. Do you call on other plumbers during that time as well if you're like you got something that really needs to be done super quick, or you just try and make it work?
We
yourself?
network with a few companies that we all help each other out.
Yeah.
You know, and they're all local in the neighbourhood as well, and you know, you get what you give. They help us out, we help them out.
Yeah, good things come around, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
How do you maintain your quality control?
We've got a lot of processes and checklists for every jobs, and we've got photos of before and after every job as well. So that gets checked every day, and my guys don't leave unless there's a photo of the job. And yeah, photo evidence is you can't get much better than that.
So that's how you basically manage things to ensure that things are getting done properly.
Not just on the job, even our vehicles, we make sure that they're fully stocked up as well. You know, there's nothing worse than us coming to a job and having to leave for something silly. You know, it's number one, unprofessional. Number two, taking time out of the client's day. A lot of the time, our client is taking a day off work for us to come. So, you know, we want to be as efficient as possible, so we're not inconveniencing them any more than we already have.
Yeah,
or any more than the plumbing issue has.
exactly
Not
right.
us.
Yeah, not you. You're not the tree root.
Yeah, we're a convenience.
That's exactly right. Good stuff. Well, look, it's been an amazing feat to see you and your business grow. I know you've just moved into a new space here, and it's really cool to see what you've done here. I know that a lot of people that I talk to and I ask for a plumber in the early days, they always had recommended you, and I've only ever heard good things. So
that's good.
Congratulations.
Good to hear.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Being born and bred in the area too. I mean, funny, even your cousin worked for me back in the day.
There you go. Yeah.
The singing plumber.
That's exactly right. No longer singing.
And even we left on great terms, you know, and Dylan was very appreciative of, you know, in the 6 months he was with us, he goes, you know, he learned so much then compared to, you know, the few years before he came to us. You know?
Definitely.
And we left on very good terms as well.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I've only ever heard good things. I've spoken to a lot of the workers that are currently with you, and also, like I said, Dylan, that's passed. And the culture here is absolutely amazing. And it's been really cool to see what you've built. It's going to be exciting to see where you take the business. And we look forward to seeing your journey. So I appreciate you joining us on the podcast.
No worries. Thank you, Josh.
No
Thanks
worries
for coming.
That's all right. Thanks, guys.